Alright, here we go. Got a big match, and what I mean right there is that there was so much going on with prediction and all this. I'm gonna miss a hell of a lot. It was crazy. There was all sorts of stuff going on. I'm not even gonna be able to talk about all of it. There's not gonna be enough time, but I'll do what I can, and hopefully I won't forget anything. Sends out Zam, sends out Jinbu. At this point, I could have focus blasted, but I forgot I had it. Fortunately, he didn't. I was expecting like a toxic or something because I thought he would expect I switch, but he wasn't, so whatever. Brought in Breloom, and so that's how all that worked. I decided to go with Focus Punch first as prediction again. He uses Baton Pass. That way it allows him to depend on what to do. If I use Spore, if I use Sub, or if I use Focus Punch, it allows him to do completely different things than if he just switched first, because then it acts before the Focus Punch. Actually, I don't think it does, but whatever. It allowed him to see what the hell he wanted to bring in, so that was awesome. I Spore it now, which was probably really stupid. I should not have Spored it, because it doesn't help me accomplish anything. And at this point, I could easily just Seed Bomb it to death until it goes away, so I'm expecting him to bring in his Skarmory. And therefore, I bring in my Alakazam, and there comes Skarmory, so that was sweet. Now I'm expecting to perhaps have Umbreon come back in, so I use Focus Blast. Sure as shit, it comes in and Focus Blast misses. This time, now that I remember I have it, because I'm an idiot, I don't even know what my own Alakazam can do. He knows it better than me. I use Focus Blast now, and it kills him. Unfortunately, at this point, when we were talking online, I told him that my Alakazam has choice specs on, so he felt perfectly safe bringing in an Infernape, which normally is probably not the smartest thing to do. So I switched to a Starmie, which he clearly predicted because I told him all this stuff that I have. I mean, I don't even remember my guys, let alone I told him what the hell I'm thinking. So that was dumb. Starmie got waxed. In comes a Sizer. I can't handle that. I'll go out to Blissey. He uses Agility. Thank God it wasn't Swords Dance. And I'm expecting Infernape to come back in now, and I don't want to take that thing's speed at all. So I plan to T-Wave the Infernape. Unfortunately for me, he doesn't switch, as Thunder Waving a Sizer isn't that effective, but whatever, it happened. So I S-Toss, because I know I can live at least one more pass, and I get a little bit of luck for once, so that's kind of nice, but not enough. I know I can, with that free turn, I don't have to heal yet, so I'll go with another Seismic Toss, and brings out a Swampert. I notice that's a new name. He has like 4 different Swamperts, but I don't recognize that name, so obviously it's one I haven't seen yet. But I don't really know what to expect because I haven't seen it, so I set up a Stealth Rock, Waterfall I get hit with, and to me that looks like it's a Choice Band Swampert. So it's stuck on Waterfall, and that Waterfall really hurt. I won't exactly get anywhere if I heal and keep healing and keep whatevering. At this point my computer froze. Fortunately it unfroze, otherwise that'd be the end of the vid right there, even though we would have continued to finish the match. Thankfully it didn't, but he brought Skarm out, I healed anyway. And now I'm at the situation here. I bring in Metagross, he sets up a Spikes. Now I'm expecting him to expect a Thunder Punch, and so I'm going to try and avoid that with an Ice Punch. Unfortunately, he doesn't find that very threatening, so he sets up more Spikes. At this point, I can't allow him to set up anything else, so I've got to switch out and bring in Starmie before... Oh yeah, one more layer of Spikes would have killed it. So I bring that in, and now he's got to be expecting a T-Bolt, right? So I decide to go with Rapid Spin, and then here's that Dusknoir I forgot about who's sleeping. See, when Dusknoir's asleep, he still accomplishes his task. He still stalls out. And hell, he could even wake up and Shadow Sneak. Starmie can't do anything else because there's no reason to try to spin. He can't come in later, so I've got to just kill him off with a Surf. That sucked. And here, in my opinion, is the mistake of the game. If I didn't do this next move, I'd be fine. I bring in Alakazam after Dusknoir's been sleeping for 2 or 3 turns, and I allow it to wake up and Shadow Sneak me and kill Alakazam. If that didn't happen, I think I would have been fine. Unfortunately, that's not what I did. I should have brought in Breloom, take the Sneak, continue to sell up, and do whatever the hell I fucking feel like, because that's what Breloom does. But I didn't. So here he's expecting Spore, and he brings in Sizer, which is paralyzed, and would avoid the Spore. However, I expected he would expect that, and I subbed up in the process. So now I go for the Focus Punch. He removes my sub, and then my Focus Punch removes his Sizer. Things aren't going so well for me, though. Unfortunately. If I had Aerodactyl, I'd be fine. Take out the Infernape and take out the Dusknoir pretty easily, but There's nothing safe I can switch to at this point in the game, and Breloom can't do anything either anyway, but I'll just leave him in here as he doesn't really have any other options. So, critical hit, good thing I didn't switch as something would have gotten unfairly destroyed. So there goes Breloom, and now I've got to try something. I don't really have any options at this point as Aerodactyl is an Alakazam that I wasted. So, takes a Flare Blitz, and I used a Pain Split on it, which, because of his recoil, didn't help me very much, so that sucked. And may as well just Shadow Sneak now. If I don't know if you can burn fire Pokemon or not. I don't think you can, but whatever. I Shadow Sneak. He U-turns to something more beneficial for him, which is going to be his Swampert. And even though it's Choice Bandit, I think I might be able to live a hit. So I go for it, and unfortunately it doesn't work. So he's dead, and by now it's pretty much hopeless for me. So this isn't going to live too much here. I soft boiled, and then take an Earthquake. As we watch, even in 3 times speed, it takes several seconds for the HP to go down. Lost approximately 450, 500-ish points, so there's no way Blissey can do anything with healing and hitting, healing and hitting. It's not going to happen, so I've got to just hit him with something, and then have the Blissey go away. I've got one guy left, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do about it. Metagross with Meteor Mash, it'll get Stab, and it's more powerful than Ice Punch, but it's not very effective. Ice Punch would be neutral damage, but weaker. So during this waiting time, what I'm actually doing is I'm doing damage calculations. And they end up being almost the exact same, Meteor Mash and Ice Punch, but Ice Punch has a chance to freeze. So after my damage calculations, I decide to go with Ice Punch. It doesn't kill it, and it doesn't freeze, so that's going to be the game. It was a hell of a good game, and just wish I came more prepared with Aerodactyl instead of Zam, and some crazy predictions on both of our parts. It was a hell of a lot of fun. It's too bad he knows my team as well as I do. But thanks for watching. It was a hell of a match. I will catch you guys later for sure. Peace out.